for the boat. We can do a boat design and a Gatlin design, and then depending on how we feel, we can wrap it up soon. Boat design, Gatlin. So we want boat with a stage, right? Is it just 2 people in it?
It's just 2 people who live on the boat, yeah.
Let's set up. I'm gonna do horizon line, perspective grid. The whole thing, you know how like the whole thing with the AI art and everything, and all the drama that's being around. We had this a legend in the art community came back recently after like a 4-year break. His name is Feng Zhu, and he had a great presentation in his first video back because he runs a Singapore art school, and he came back and he said he addressed the whole AI concerns, and his whole thing was the one thing AI can't do well is design. AI is taking over all of the nice like illustration pieces, right? All the nicely rendered, even though it's kind of like fucked up a little bit, but that in whatever form, you know, like a more rendered drawing illustration style. But then they don't do design. It doesn't really design that well. And what do I mean by design? It's like diagramming out in 3D space like a thing that can be built or that works, that exists, that can exist in real world. Like designing a tank. Like what does a tank look like? You gotta figure out how the bolts and the threads, and what does a tank look like in a solar punk or a frost punk world, and how would the people in that world make a tank, or how would the people in that world, you know, what are the parts, what would the uses be, stuff like that. And that's the stuff that AI can't think about. And even if you have someone trying to prompt it, it's just gonna pull stuff from that exists, which is what artists are also doing, but then they're not gonna have their own original ideas with it because it's just gonna be mixing and matching. All that to say is designing is hard, and my brain's gonna hurt as I try to figure out how I'm gonna design this boat. But
AI couldn't do it.
But yes, and it's fun, and it's part of the job of wanting to be a concept artist and whatnot. So you gotta be design. So do you want it to be like a, because I'm imagining like pirate ship-esque, where it's like this, where it's like a gondola-esque kind of boat, but it's huge and there's like a ledge that comes out here. Or are you thinking of a different type of boat?
No, I like that. I just think, like, form factor wise, like, what is a boat that could be going port to port and has a low enough thing that like the stage could just like be seen from the ledge of the dock, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so the water will be here, and then we can do
maybe there's like an opening in the side of the boat.
Yeah, like that, and then it kind of like it folds out. So this part here will fold out. I'll just draw it half out, like a drawbridge or something, or let's just draw it fully out. So we'll draw it out, but it seems kind of short, so I'm gonna extend it so it's like a full length stage going out like this. And then I read that there were bulbs and stuff, so I want to do like lights and shining stuff, so I want to put an overhang over it as well. And then I don't like this design. Do you want to put like we gotta put like a mast head or something, or what kind of thing do you want to put on for this?
I like that, kind of like this rounded thing. And bulb wise, I was thinking it could be kind of cool, like, you know how they have like the seashells at the front of the stage, those like light up bulbs. Maybe we put those type of bulbs like at the bottom of the stage, little
sounds
around it,
like those like lights.
Yeah, like those,
like on vanity mirrors for Hollywood or actors.
Well, here.
Or what do you mean?
They're like little lights that like light up the stage.
Oh. So it's like these where there's like a cone and then it shines.
Like a
I
seashell.
see. Okay.
But they can really be whatever.
I'll put it like. Oh, but my thing is.
How will it close?
No, is where would they get the light? Because there's no electricity. Because we have people using candles. So let's put.
Maybe they're candles.
Yeah, we can put like little spots here where there's candles in front. We can figure that out in a second. Because I don't want to get bogged in by the little details yet, but I'm going to put this in here first because I want to get the overall shape of the whole thing before we go. So we got this thing. You can think of what kind of creature or human or animal or something that you want. Kind of looks like a guy wearing a gas mask or something for now. But I'll put that there, but then you can think of something that you want, like a. And then I think, yeah, let's put like a awning or something over it. So they have, because I imagine hanging bulbs and stuff also around here, but they won't be bulbs. I want to put little lanterns or something. Like,
I was kind of thinking it could look like this. Hold on, I'm gonna send you an image.
an image where?
Have you ever seen the movie The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus?
No. What?
Pretty crazy name, but yeah, it's about kind of like a traveling like show where like the guy like goes into the show. I actually kind of forget what it was about, but it has Heath Ledger in it. But I'm gonna text these to you, or actually should I put? I'll put them in the Discord so you can just like.
Let's put on some bright and funky country music now.
Let's go country with it. I imagine kind of a stage like this on the boat.
Well, I can't. I'm not gonna click it on here. I'm sharing. I'm gonna look it on that. Okay. Yeah, I'll pull from that. I like it. So we have, in that case, so we have those lights underneath this top side. I do want to put a little bit of something here. We can have lanterns on this railing that's up here that the audience don't really see, but then they shine a light up here that gets reflected off the top dome, so that it's like a top light going down. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the lights over here shining in, and then we can do curtains around here. Wait, what song is this? This is a remix of Oh the Doodah Day. This is a remix of.
Yeah, I hear it. Oh, the Doodah Day.
Okay, so we do this.
Yeah, that's looking awesome. And yeah, it's kind of one of those things that they can kind of like transform it as they're traveling. Like it could kind of all like collapse down into itself.
Yes. Now I need to design and think about how the living quarters. Where would they?
Maybe they sleep under it.
Like under the water. There's there's more here.
Maybe it's just soup. It's like an iceberg. It's like so thick under the water. It goes like this, and then like bulges back out into the water. Wait, actually, that'd be crazy. It's like
there's like a One Piece ship or something. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a big.
My only issue is that the audience won't get to see it.
Yeah, they won't.
That's the poor part. Okay, I want to try a silhouette thing where this will be the front first. What if it's just I can make, you know how like old pirate ships have like the cabin here, so it's just another cabin back here, and then that way it can go here. This will be under the water-ish. There could be a window here for people. Okay. This whole thing is modular, so I can remove it if it's not working.
I kind of like that though. It's like a apartment back there. I love when things feel like way too big to exist on the water, but they do.
Yeah. How's
Like so heavy.
do you think human would be like this size, or bigger?
No. I think about that size.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we can put it like that.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's like a good big size for you. Or-
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like this little window here because maybe they can do this for like tickets or something, too, and like look over. Is this even country? What is this? It's like battle music or something, or whatever.
Is this even country? What is? I can hear the music.
We can put this here, and it shines down on these plates that are like latched on, like steel plates bolted on the top here that are very, very reflective. And then these would be curtains that are wrapped up around here so that they can draw it closed. And then I'm just gonna have them hanging out because I think it's cooler. And we can do something with it, like these curtains coming out.
This looks so cool.
What creature do you want for this? Something symbolic.
I feel like it could be a creature that doesn't exist. It could be like some sort of like big-eyed like frog, like amphibian thing. Oh yeah. Something with like a.
At first, it was like butterfly because I was like, oh, they want to bring happiness, but yeah, we can make like a.
I like a butterfly.
We can do.
I like the butterfly. I really like the proboscis thing.
What if I put classical like female torso on it too for the mermaid effect, and then it's like hugging the front for this pirate ship? I don't know. We'll fuck around with it.
Yeah, I just don't want to lose the form of the boat too. Like maybe if it was a little bit smaller, because we still want to kind of see that curvature.
Yeah, that was just to see what it would look like.
Yeah.
But I don't really like it either. The proboscis.
The Tobuscus on it. Dude, what happened to Tobuscus? Have you ever watched Tobuscus when you were little?
No, I don't know what that is. What is
Oh,
Tobuscus?
he just like this guy who would make YouTube videos and like he'd make songs like Minecraft parody songs, and then he like disappeared. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. Is Tobuscus dead?
Is he still here in this world? Is he still?
Is Tobuscus still alive, Kim? Oh my god, dude. These are so 2011. He has a song called Nugget and a Biscuit. Do you get flagged when you play stuff? Is that why you're playing like royalty free stuff?
Yes, I'm only playing royalty free for now.
They gonna get us.
They gonna get us.
Yes, I'm only playing royalty free. I'll just send you Nugget and a Biscuit so you can watch it on your own time. Watch it before bed.
Watch it every night before bed.
Yeah. But yeah, he's like one of those kind of like parody song YouTube guys from like the mid 2000s. I was watching him in like, not even watching him, but I just saw these videos in like elementary school probably.
Okay.
Hey Renato, what's up? Thanks for checking in, sir.
Thank you for tuning in.
For tuning in. I loved your I saw the TV glow take. It's so true. It has such a, have you seen, do you know what I saw the TV glow is, Jake?
I saw the TV glow. No, you're making me feel like I'm outdated or something. I don't know anything.
No, it's just a new movie. There's a movie out called I Saw the TV Glow by A24 by this director Jane Schoenbrunn, and Renato had a really good take on it. The director's trans, so like it can kind of read as like a trans metaphor, or literally it is like a metaphor for that and for like queerness, but he made the point that was pretty interesting that was like, no, like if you read this film literally, it's like really like it's way scarier because like just literally what's happening in it is like these kids like watch this TV show from their childhood that's like one of those like Nick at Night like are you scared of the dark or like Goosebumps shows, and they're like obsessed with it, and then they kind of like gets like if you read it literally it's like one of the kids gets stuck in the show in the real world, and then like the girl like escapes and is trying to pull him out of it, and he like won't go because he wants to stay in his world. But he had a good point about how like that's much more disturbing is to read it as like literally they're stuck in this world.
I see.
But it's a good movie.
Yeah, no, I like TV show vibe. Kind of reminded me of. I mean, I feel like it has nothing to do with this, but the that part in Nope, where the monkey's killing everyone on TV. I don't know. It gave me that impression about it, and just how kind of strange the whole thing is.
And everything about like the like 90s TV show aesthetic was so like disturbing. Like a lot of those like just like the use of prosthetics, and like they were kind of low budget too. Like in some of her interviews she talks about like these are all like Canadian tax write-off shows. Like all of these are like so low budget, but for some reason they stick in your mind as these like formative things, you know, when they were just like these like terribly produced things. But for some reason, like the low budget of them actually made them scarier too, because it felt like it's so different than other stuff that's on TV. I felt that way about a lot of cartoons. I feel like I really like Courage the Cowardly Dog, and like, dang, what's that? Did you ever watch that one on Cartoon Network? Is it called Flapjack?
The Grim.
I love.
No, not Billy and Mandy. I
Oh.
know Flapjack is the one. That's the one with the Misadventures of Flapjack?
Yeah. With Captain Knuckles and everybody.
Yeah. Is that the one with Chowder? Or no, that's not Chowder.
No, Chowder's a different one.
Okay.
But Chowder's kind of in that vein. Chowder's a little more lighthearted.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. Like the whole style of Flapjack is
Very disturbing. But I love those shows, and I love Courage the Cowardly Dog so much.
Courage.
Courage was like a David Lynch movie, but as a cartoon.
Yeah, I'm like they wouldn't air that. These days they wouldn't air nothing like crazy. Now they just do the new Fairly Odd Parents or something.
Is there a new Fairly Odd Parents?
I think so. I've been seeing some clips and stuff about it. You look at it's like a 3D mix.
There's a 3D Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah, and it stars this like black girl, and there's a shot of Timmy, and he's this bus driver, and he's balding, and he's an adult. But I think it's still Cosmo and Wanda. I don't know if that's parody or if it's a real thing.
Let's see. Yeah, it's saying. I guess there's no like official news about it, but people are saying that there's a new show.
Yeah, there's some clips.
I watched Fairly Odd. I liked Fairly Odd Parents.
Did you see the?
What was your favorite show when you were growing up? Like what did you watch more than anything? Do you feel like?
I don't. I watched a lot of TV. If you're talking about animation, first things that come to mind, Code Lyoko. Have you heard of that one? That one's about. It's like it was when 3D was still really bad and uncanny, and you had. It's like 2D animation for when they're in the real world and they dive into the virtual world to save the day, and then it goes 3D. But the theme song slaps. The theme song is so good. And then
these mofos got foreheads on them, though. I'll tell you that.
I cut my hair like that, like the guy, like the guy in the blonde guy with the purple on him.
That's like a spike.
Yeah, but my version was I shaved everything except for a circle on the top of my head, and I used gel to stick it up directly up. And my dad cut my hair back then, so he just did whatever I wanted. Like in Avatar, when I was watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, he cut my hair into the shape of an arrow on the top of my head, like Aang. And I went to school where everything was shaved except for the patch of hair that stuck up the arrow. But that just reminds me, I think, so it's Code Lyoko, Chalk Zone, Ben 10, and then
Chalk Zone
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Rudy's got the chalk.
Yeah, dude, me and JT geek out about that. And me and JT also geek out about Code Lyoko, too.
Yeah. I never watched Code Lyoko, but I definitely recognize it.
Yeah, I don't even know how popular. I don't think it was really popular.
What was it on? Do you remember like what channel it's on?
No, I think most of it I just did DVR, and then I DVR'd it and played it back. So I don't have no idea.
It seems like something we would see in a dream. Code Lyoko.
Yeah, you should listen to the theme song. It goes hard.
Oh, I will.
I don't know how it's going to. Actually, I'm just gonna attach it here. These parts here, like this.
Oh, no worries, Renato. The fact that you checked in is very kind of you. And you were watching North by Northwest at AMC. Are they playing it right now? I haven't seen that in a really long time. I like North by Northwest. What's your favorite Hitchcock movie?
Vertigo? I like
Vertigo.
that. Yeah. I don't know what else. List all the list the Hitchcock movies. I don't remember. Wuthering Heights is not Hitchcock, right? No. Wuthering Heights is some other guy. I like. Who's that?
You strike me as a British period Hitchcock fellow.
British period.
I feel like you strike me as a British period Hitchcock fellow. Well, he did Psycho. That's the big one.
Yeah, that's the one that people know.
Yeah, he did Birds.
Yes.
He did Marnie.
What I like. Who's the writer for Double Indemnity and Sunset Boulevard? I feel like it's the same person.
Oh, Billy Wilder?
Billy Wilder. Yeah, I like his scripts. And I like Sunset Boulevard. And I like...
Sunset Boulevard is awesome.
I feel like there was another movie in that area, but I forgot what it was called.
Well, Billy Wilder... My favorite Billy Wilder film, I actually haven't seen The Apartment, which I hear a lot of people love, but...
I haven't seen it either.
He has a movie called Ace in the Hole that's really, really good. Dude, this boat is looking so good.
What if I just go big shapes, have these sticks kind of sticking out like that? Oh, I had to mute to cough. And then...
And I have like big cross poles.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like they want to advertise, so maybe now you can put like lights.
Put like a banner up there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, banner. I keep thinking lights because I'm in the future while these people are in the past.
That'd be good too, because then visually we could see like
circus or what is it?
Yeah, they're advertising like puppet show or whatever, marionette show, whatever. But keep in mind too, it's supposed to be a little bit foreboding at the beginning because remember she's like watching the thing and we don't know like if something's gonna pop out and get her.
Because I'm thinking when we first encounter her, we can have her looking up at this. Like if this is an adult, she'll be here. You can have her. Oh my god, my computer froze. But we can have her down by this, looking up at that, and then this can be where it pops open and then he comes out here, or this drawbridge can be up, and she's sort of like trying to like, if there's like a riverbank here, there's like a little gap, she can be standing here trying to like look in, and then I don't know, we can play with it, or we can build something fresh just for her.
I was gonna say she could be standing in front of the boat, and maybe he's like kind of like lying in the window, like smoking a pipe up there, like where the concession stand window would be.
Here?
Yeah, he's like lying up there and she's like standing in front of the drawbridge thing.
It's just, oh, you want her here or here? Because I was like, she can be staring at this thing. Like, what the fuck?
I think near enough that she could see him so that we could have their dialogue go on, you know?
So just like here, where she can see
Yeah.
this and she can see all of this.
Because he says like, "Oh, we're closed up for the night," and then he's like, "But I suppose we could,
Yeah, okay.
run the show one last time."
Yeah, because I feel like this would catch her attention, especially if this is up for the night, and the curtains can be drawn, and then we can have a whole moment where it opens up and it's like very magical, and everything. It's like, whoosh. Yeah. I found out the whole system of this. So you know how on the weekend I do the live stream, the art live stream. My plan is I record that. I do it for an hour, 30 minutes or so, and I record the whole thing. And then that day, or maybe the day after, I just cut up 10 plus videos. I ended up cutting up 10 plus videos for the entire week. And then I just schedule everything that day. So that way for the entire week, things are just automatically uploading. And I don't even pay attention, and I don't really care. And then I can just, and then that way I just spend like a day on the weekend to just grind out, and then it feels like I'm active every single day and just like posting. You gotta be on the social media grind.
I know, it's so exhausting. I hate it.
Yeah, and I hated it even more. Yeah, when I was doing it every day because I was dumb and I did not think of that plan. But now I have this, and now it feels like 5-6 days of the week I'm just chilling, and then on the one day I just work on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the issue too that I run into of like, at least for the void stuff, just like not having enough content to like, and I don't even like calling it content. Like that bums me out. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I hate because sometimes on like if you're in the social, like the content creator space, right? And I hate saying that too, but then I'll see like some posts about like, so like how do you get more of this or how to do this, like just some light tips about it, and they'll be like the type of content you want. I was like, oh, and they'll use content in that way. It's like, oh yeah, like you got to be making good content, or I want to be a content creator, or blah 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't like that terminology or something. It just feels weird for coming from that more filmic background of stuff.
And I think it's just calling it content, but like just making stuff of value. And also I kind of don't like when people are like posting constantly and like hitting you over the head with stuff. It's like, damn,
this is too much.
It's a little too much, and I would rather just release like less stuff but have it be interesting, but that's not really conducive to what social media wants you to do. So.
Yeah, because I do recognize that, like, the stuff that I put out in this week, some of them is a lot better than others, I think. But I think all of it's the similar quality where it's just clips of me cutting up the parts that I enjoyed and that had some value. But also my content was more educational anyway, where I'm like discussing and talking through stuff. So it's like I'm not really making a well-edited thing anyway, because most of it's just the information. But you gotta do a live stream like this, and then maybe instead of every day, you spend the time to do a clip and post it like 2 or 3 a week or something, and have that schedule going.
Even just to reels, because I like how like reels can be separate than your main feed.
Yeah.
Right? Can't they? Or they used to be able to.
I don't know. My reels, I don't really do Instagram. I'm trying to get into it, but I always just fall off. Because I think I'm mainly on Twitter, in the Twitter art space, because a lot of the Japanese artists are on there. So I follow them more. But all of my reels stay on my profile on Instagram. But I don't know if there's a way to do it without. But yeah, ever since my big viral hit, the 6 million view hit, and then I just completely went offline. I did the exact opposite of what you should do when you get lucky and go viral, and you have all this huge influx of followers. You need to keep making more to keep the momentum. I went radio silent. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not. And then now I'm like, I'm back to square one.
Yeah. But I kind of like that though. Like, it's so antithetical to like what social media wants you to do, and it's kind of like,
because when JT, I remember, because it's so vivid, when I posted it, JT texted the group going like, look, someone's going viral, and I was like, who? And then I opened up my TikTok, and it was like 9999999 followers plus views or likes or whatever. And I'm like, I did feel the pressure of, oh man, now I gotta make stuff that's like this because that's what people are following me for. And and I said, I'm thinking like that. Fuck it, I'm gonna go the opposite now because I don't want to think like that. And then I went radio silent.
Dude, yeah, that's the whole thing with like, I understand like I think the best version of it is just to make your thing and then to like chop it up and then try to make it work in social media, like not make stuff for social media. But I had that feeling too earlier where I was like, I could be making so much, like I should be making films vertical for TikTok. Like I can make short TikTok films, which still is an interesting idea. Like I'm not against doing that.
Yeah, I think
But
people do it too.
Yeah, I think it could be cool. I think it could be interesting to make like super shorts, like 30-second to 1 minute short films that are like vertical for TikTok. But part of my mind too is like, dude, that's what they want you to do. Like, don't do that. That they're trying to make you do that, so don't do that.
Yeah, you're gonna the whole thing at the Oscar Museum is gonna come true where the new aspect ratio is vertical.
And I'm not a hater. Like I think it can be cool, but
yeah,
I also don't want to.
I mean, look at me. I'm a fucking VTuber. I'm embracing this new thing. Yeah, and I like it, and I like the anonymity that comes with it, and the whole like WWE you're in character kind of style of a shtick. When I'm looking over here for those watching, I'm like looking over here. I'm looking at myself. This is the perfect angle to see myself in the corner, and I look over here to look at camera. Over here, you can see, and then here is my thing. But yeah, I don't know. I'm always. How is this weird? You got this fucking green-haired worm guy next to.
You should actually talk about that a little. You should explain to people what it is and like how you. I don't know if you can pull it up or if it'd be an issue, but it'd be cool to just.
It's a taboo, and I want to stay in character for it. At least in here, at least for now, until I get something more, and I'll be like, okay, let's just break fourth wall a little bit. So that's why I don't want to do it now. But eventually I want to do. I'm slowly. I mean, I'm putting it off because I'm working on Gloom plus other projects. But I want to do. I'm in the making of a new one, but it's just based off of a fan art kind of thing. It's based off of an existing character, so it's not an original. But it's just so that I can continue to practice making them and making them move and not forget the animation and stuff. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I wanna make more, and these bad boys, like I think mine here, if I was making this for someone else, I can charge 1,500 for this level of quality. But I made it for myself, so I'm poor. I'm out $1,500. But if I make another one that's this level quality, even though it's a little bit janky, but I think most of the money will be put in the design aspect of it, like trying to design it out, then yeah, I can put maybe 800 to 1,000, and then I'll spend less time on the design and then do it faster.
How long would you say it took you in total?
I took my time with this. The design took like a month and a half. I showed Josh a bunch of my early renditions of it, and he gave me some notes about it earlier because he's been following. I've been talking his ear off about VTuber stuff for like 3 years, and he knows enough about it from me to be like, oh yeah, like I get it. So that took a good long time of me just like workshopping the designs and setting it up, the design, and then a little bit more to draw it in the way, like cut up all the pieces so that it can be moved. Because if you don't know, this is a 2D, but then everything's on a separate layer, and everything has a different sort of animation, so it's like a puppet almost, and then everything moves. And then the animation and the rigging process, putting the bones in the skeleton, that was faster. I just worked on it a little bit. Well, no, I didn't work on it. I worked on it every day for 2 weeks. On the weekends, I woke up and didn't leave my computer until I went to sleep, and my eyes were burning, and I have these yellow tinted glasses that are blue light that are super good for protecting your eyes. My eyes were watering, my fingers were trembling because on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I just sat there working on it for the entire day basically, and I had to like force myself to stop and stretch and maybe go for a run or a walk or something like that. But then on the weekdays I would work on it for a few hours to build it. But this is also like one of the first ones I ever did, so I was learning a lot at the same time. But I feel like the next one would be faster, and also I'm thinking of making simpler ones that are cheaper so that I can get more done and more practice and more reps and whatnot. Because I think it's about making quality matters, but then you have to get your reps. And if it's in art, now I'm kind of tangenting. These are my solo streaming tangents. In art, right? You want to have, if you're learning, you want to have a lot of starts. By starting, I mean just bulk of your drawings should just be sketches, just like starts doing figure sketches and like gestures and people walking like this is a torso, and then that's it. 30-second drawings. You do 50 of them a day, and then 100, and then whatever, because you want to do a lot of the beginning work. That's because the beginning work is the most important. There's a saying where it goes, 80% of the drawing is finished in the first 20% of the time spent, because all of the beginning stuff is the most important, like composition, the planning, the making it look 3D or making it look solid, making it look smooth and whatever, and then all of the little renderings and the detailings, like this stuff, anyone can do it, right? I mean, this is not a slide at you, Sam, but it might sound that way. But it's like, yeah, like I can pass it off to you because I think a lot of the hard stuff got figured out in the composition and in the form, and everyone looks okay. And then I was gonna say any schmuck, but then that's inadvertently calling you a schmuck, but you're not a schmuck. Anyone can go in and add in the little bit of details and whatever, because these take time, but they don't do anything that much to alter the entire thing, because you need the skeleton, you need the base to be good, because it doesn't matter how accurately you can render your ball or something. If the ball is lopsided, then it's still lopsided or something. Anyway, that's my tangent over the end, and that's the clip. Clip that baby. That's also part of the whole VTuber community too. There's like a whole ecosystem of, there's the VTubers and then you have the clippers, and the clippers, they're fans, so then they watch and then they clip and they make their own clips of it, and then the clips will go viral sometimes if they're good, and then they'll bring traction to the main VTuber. I think of it like a giant whale shark or a big whale, and you have all the little fishes that are around them like cleaning it off and polishing it and whatever. Anyway, we have this.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
I want to be done, but I think this last thing can be fast if you're still down to stick around for it. Let's design quickly Gatlin, and then that'll be cool, and then I'll just work on it on my own the rest of it. So I think I'm gonna keep this up. I'm gonna make a second version of it and make it small, just so we have a bit of a style. It looks pretty good. I'm lagging right now. I gotta pause. Okay.
Yeah, how's your computer doing? Is it surviving?
I think it is doing fine. I'm just constantly clicking the reset button so that the links pop up, but it works out because I can turn around and see. What I want to do next, I have some reference set up for that. I want to find it real quick, but I think we can just work on the design together, more or less. I have just a fast design for Gatlin and Lionel, but I'm just gonna do Gatlin first. I'm not gonna show the refs just in case, because I'm pulling stuff from, I don't know, copyright sources or whatever. So just keep it clean and profesh.
Keep it clean, folks.
Keep it clean, folks. But my idea for Gatlin is, well, first let me tell you what's your idea for Gatlin. And then we'll work in mine. How you describe Gatlin?
Well, he's like kind of like a ringleader almost in a way. I think he should look a little disheveled. I think he should look like someone you shouldn't trust, like right away, because that's the whole thing. Is she walks up to this boat and we're like, is this something bad's gonna happen? We can feel it, but we don't know when, So as she approaches this boat, it's kind of this guy in shadow, like smoking his pipe, and he maybe kind of like a fox almost.
Dude, this is crazy because some of the reference I have and the vibe that I got was Alistar from Has Been Hotel, and you should Google him because it kind of fits it a little bit, but of course not the same style. But it's the guy who in Fortnite I have the rata ratatara. It's that guy's song.
Oh yeah.
He's like a Wendigo. He's the radio demon, and he has like that classic radio voice of the transatlantic accent of the whatever. And he has this whole Wendigo form, and he's ultra powerful in the show. But he's helping the main character, and comes off as altruistic, but then it gives off shady vibes, and he has ulterior motives and stuff. But of course, it's not the same as our guy. But I have him as a reference, and then some others as reference sources. But yeah, okay. I am gonna go silhouette first, and I'm thinking lanky and tall, right? Lanky and tall.
Yeah. I kind of like that.
I mean, not that tall, but because I think if we push his height and his thinness, we can try to get. It'll be a nice contrast with Leon, who's a dwarf, and he's short.
Yep.
Stuff. Wait, what do you mean by dwarf though? Because if we're saying it in the derogatory, in like the, I don't want to say derogatory, but in like the non-PC way, or are you talking about? Because I'm saying it like elves and
like
dwarf.
fantasy dwarf.
Yeah, okay. I'm saying it elf and dwarf, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that kind of dwarf. I'm gonna that first, and then I think.
Not in the like derogatory way.
Okay. You can have like.
But I think. Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying that maybe his suit area here could be part of that gives him this like really wide shoulder silhouette. I'm trying. He could be pretty thin and bony here, and we push out for the elbow. I don't know.
And maybe you can have kind of like shaggy like mid-length hair.
I want to go into the face. Yeah, I like shaggy. Dude, I was sketching out some cool face like structures and stuff, and then we'll go into a little bit. Do you want like he's shaggy so he can be disheveled, but like a double-breasted waistcoat could be cool.
And like his intro will be scarier because he's kind of like in shadow, but then
yeah,
he's actually like a good guy.
I want to get the design in first and just see what kind of silhouette do we want to run with. I'm gonna look at some. Hold on. Is it like they're not rich, but they have like noblemen's clothes, but they're poor, so it's like dirty and rusty, like ripped up. Is that the vibe?
Yeah. For some reason, I was like, what if this sidekick is just like wearing a little dress?
I mean, I'm down. He's like dressed. He's one of. If they have like that little. What's that popular? The red-haired doll, Babe Ruth doll. Oh, Babe Ruth's the guy, right?
Babe Ruth.
Ruth doll, the red-haired Ruth, like the Wendy's doll is kind of like that.
Raggedy Ann.
Raggedy Ann doll. He's like they have those mannequins for their show.
And Babe Ruth is a baseball player.
And then the dwarf is wearing the Babe Ruth.
The dwarf is like Babe Ruth.
He's just like Babe Ruth.
He doesn't even exist yet.
This is like Jack Skellington.
Yeah, a little bit. I was thinking kind of like
yeah. What do you want to change?
Fluffy hair, but kind of like mid-length. Not like long hair and not like a bob, but like.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the face separately so that. But I think I could push this more because I think I'm very.
Even a little more like a ringmaster, a little bit, you know. Like I'm trying to think about like ringmaster.
Yeah, because he's gonna have a top hat. And what other? Yeah, let me look at ringmaster.
Like ringmasters now. Ringmaster. I guess there's not really anything that. Yeah, maybe let's not go super ringmaster. Then he's kind of like cheesy.
I think just
other than like kind of like
nice
this
tailcoat with the top.
Yeah, like a nice tailcoat. Oh my gosh, I could buy a vintage Ringmaster's outfit for $240 on Etsy right now.
Etsy.
Should I do it? I'm gonna send you a picture in the thing of like a kind of an interesting like coat that maybe we could bring in a little bit of this. Like it kind of has like these like ropes on the side or something. I don't know exactly like what those would be.
I see. Okay, yeah, and I also want to bring in more of the butterfly motif so that he feels connected to his boat a bit more. So. Yeah, I'll put because this will help with silhouette more. I want to go where this here. Here I can try to add in some butterfly-esque, and then I can bring in. And then I'll keep this tie vibe, but then it's gonna be crossed over, double breast, but then we're gonna go cross, capture the waist. It's gonna wrap the waist, and then flare out. What if I do get more insecty with it? There we go, have it flare out like that. Here would be nice and flared out, like these. These would be kind of like butterfly wings on this side. I mean, this side would be sharper, going out like this, and then we do like, and then we put Bro's head here.
It does look very like Jack Skellington.
Jack Skellington. Yeah.
Renato said, any films coming out this year that you are looking forward to? Are you looking forward to anything?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, they say, I don't believe it, but they were saying that the last Spider-Verse is supposed to come out, but I'm like, bro, they're not gonna get it done in a year, because they said that at the end of the last movie that they're releasing in 2024. No, I need to look up what movies, because I feel like there's some, but then I don't know the name. What about you?
Did you watch the teaser trailer for Francis Ford Coppola's new movie Megalopolis?
No, I did not. But
I'm just saying, go ahead.
I don't know, but when you said that, it reminded me of Wolverine versus, or not Wolverine, the Wolverine Deadpool one. I don't read Marvel, but I'd watch it just for Hugh Jackman. But what was yours, Francis Ford Coppola movie?
Oh, I was just gonna say, so Cannes Film Festival is going on right now, and he screened his movie there, and it's self-financed, like $120 million.
Oh my god.
And people are like, it's terrible.
Terrifying or terrible?
Terrible. Like, people are saying it's like crazy. Like, either on Letterboxd, like once it got screened, all of the reviews are either 1 star or 5 stars. Like, people are either like piece of garbage, or they're like, this is the best film I've ever seen. Like, you don't understand. It's like, camp. It's like it's leaning into all this stuff, and like, but so just seeing all of that come out, I'm really interested to see that movie.
Yeah, because I like the when, what's it called, Rotten Tomatoes goes 50% or something like that, because it's like 50% of people liked it and 50% of people didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I think most of the time I'm on the side of not liking it, but I like the whole the controversy of it and just crazy reviews of things.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see that. I'm interested to see, there's like a new slasher movie coming out called In a Violent Nature from like Shudder that follows the killer. It's like almost like his POV throughout the whole movie, I guess, which is an interesting premise. I haven't heard anything about like how people like it. So I'm also interested to just kind of like go in and see how it is.
And bring the ropes.
Yeah, this is looking cool.
What if I bring the ropes? Just have them big and chunky for that Blizzard design. And then we can have, so here would be spiky, tattered, and cut. And then here, we can have that butterfly-esque symbol where it flows out. Maybe. I just need to make sure that this here cuts over like this.
Dude, I will say that since we started Gloom, looking at your drawings now and your design, like, I feel like it's really, 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 like, leveled up. Like, I think since you took that class and since you've been, like, leaning into design and stuff, like, it's looking really, really good. And I feel like you have improved a lot.
Thank you, yeah. The TB Troy, she fucking roasted my ass so hard.
That's what you need.
In front of everyone, yeah. And I'm like, all right, I got you. I gotta lock in and get good or something.
I feel like it really, really paid off. Like, I can tell that.
Yeah, and then just seeing how...
And you're so fast. You're so fast with it, too.
Dude, that was one thing, too. I was like, this is kind of like tooting my own horn, but when I was cutting up, like, my foot lecture videos and making it, and I was talking about it, and I would do like, okay, let's go on a tangent, and let's draw, like, a foot going down, and I was just seeing, like, me talking real time and then drawing it. I was like, dude, my drawing kind of looks like a time lapse. I thought it was a time lapse for a second. I was like, that was fast. I didn't realize I was going that fast with like anything. Yeah, I kind of like the sharp, and then this side will be like butterfly. Like maybe this one was this side was this, but then it just got tattered and ripped up, and it gives
Mhm.
this
You could even
asymmetry
bring
to
those
it.
like circles into that, so we could tell that it's like ripped in half, kind of.
Yeah, like something like this, and going down, and then you can put boom,
Yeah, exactly.
boom, boom. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of this thing going in here. This will be the outside. And I'm thinking shoes wise, this worked out because doing those anatomy lectures and stuff trains me. So now I'm a lot more confident with feet wise.
Mhm.
So I'm like, ooh, I can do. I don't know. We can fuck around with. But these kind of look like jester shoes. But I guess he's in a way a jester of this time and age. But what if? Because I always wanted to put high heels on someone.
I could see it. Try it out.
Kind of goes into a little bit of that transgender vibe too, especially with the butterfly look too, where it's like
Hmm.
amorphosis.
Yeah, I think that's actually an interesting like kind of character feel if it's like, and even with like the lifestyle, like these people live on this boat and are kind of moving between towns and like type of thing, always kind of like reinventing themselves everywhere that they go. But I
Yeah.
still do want to bring a little bit of that like danger to the character.
Yes. And I
Like
think
maybe.
that hopefully, how would you feel about push it a lot in the shot? Because I'm thinking definitely using the lighting, and and the style of going at it, like with the face. Because I think definitely, I'm a fan of horror when it's going like when you don't see the monster that much, right? Because of
Hmm.
the you fear what you don't know. So like
Hmm.
before we reveal him, I'm thinking a shot like if you want him to be laying down, like this is the bow of, or this is the place where you buy the tickets or whatever, and then it's like half open like this, and then you can just see like you see his head here, and it's going down, and then I don't know how his nose is gonna be. I would do like, and then this will all be black, or his face and all of this will be like in black, and then we can play around with like because we can also see a little bit from Nell's perspective and how she will fearify everything too, and
Hmm.
go into, and then we can see like if we go low angle, if we go like high low angle like this.
Yeah, that's awesome. Dude, now that I'm thinking about it, like every other character in the show or in the series, like, is so interesting. Like, imagine just like following these two guys, like, as they like go from town to town.
Yeah, and spoiler
Like,
alert, too bad they die, or do they? Maybe
they do. This is the end of their arc. We're meeting them just at the end of their journey.
yeah, there can be like a
That's
like
just
a
bad.
spin-off
Gotta do
episode
it.
because this will be
Yeah,
like
we
the
do.
puppets.
We need their like origin story. Their like their journey up until this point.
It'll be like this. And then Nell's like freaking out. Cause like, yeah, cause I'm pulling a lot from Has Been Hotel right now. And Alistair, he looks kind of normal. But then when he goes all like Wendigo, like I'm gonna fucking kill your ass. He has like his eyes become the radio, like old timey radio dials. This. And he's like, and like sharp ass teeth. And then the Wendigo horns like starts coming out of him. And then goes out. Anyway. Though it does. Yeah. Push horror, push fear. Well, let me go. I want to finish this idea first because I'm thinking I don't know what this hand would have. I'm just gonna put, I don't know. Let's do then, because I think a lot of the horror. Let me look at what there was the Aura reference that I sent. I think that's pretty. And it's pulling from an unlikely source, so hopefully I can come up with something fancier or uniquer.
I feel like for her, that's got to push it to like the scariest place we can go. It's like terrifying.
Ooh, maybe just bring in more. I think I need to commit to more butterfly then, because butterfly, like zooming in on the butterfly's eye is very, very uncanny with it, with all the little things. So maybe I can do something with that in here to kind of push.
Or maybe even like when we first meet him, it's like much like this could be his final form. Like once we realize he's not a threat, but like when we first meet him, it's more like a cocoon.
I like that.
It's like kind of like
Yeah,
just
like,
more of a like silhouetted thing.
yeah, like all these things are wrapping around them and stuff.
Yeah. And then when we realize he's like just marrying that guy who like loves puppets, it's like, oh, okay.
Okay, he's just
he's like a nice guy. But to begin, it's like he could be like wrapped up and be like,
that'll be to that shot and just go very, 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 very scary with it. I'm gonna make sure this reads, and then I want to go into face, and then we can wrap up because I'm also getting tired of talking.
yeah. I feel like this has gone well though. I feel like there have been people moving in and out and like checking it out. I think we've got up to like 5 viewers or so.
I like the low-key vibe, and I think we should do more. And if you want to host it too, and put it in Void.
Yeah, we could put it on the Void.
Yeah,
the
because I think
YouTube.
if it's your case of you streaming it, unless you want to do something on your end, all you gotta do is just like stream the Discord, and I'll just screen share my Discord, and then all the heavy end stuff will be running on my end, but then you just stream it, and I won't have to worry about the stream software or anything. But then that'll be on your channel and stuff.
Yeah, I'm down to try to figure it out. But I think doing this more often would be fun.
Yeah.
Because it's just fun to be in the preliminary design stages too, like talking through it and stuff. And we can even bring other people in. Like we could have Tom and Josh in here and like whoever while we're working on stuff.
Just have fun with it. I don't know, put some plaid. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna ship this for now and just hold on to it. It's always room for improvement, and I also want to polish that one up. But let's go face, and you can start time.
Let's do the face.
Because let's
do the face, and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, and you can mark down this time because we can clip this bad boy. I got prepared for this bad boy because I'm going to lecture mode on this bad boy if we want to. But I was thinking some face designs, and I think that everyone knows, or if you've drawn anything before or looked up a drawing tutorial as a kid, they always tell you the ball and then the line down and then this thing. But then that's just the beginning of stuff. I want to go into here and design face, and you always want to think like a sculptor. And if you know the forms of the face, like the planes of the head and all the parts and stuff, all you gotta do to make cool face designs is just to push and pull. So I'm gonna start off with just basic. This is the basic Riley method head, where you can find the placement of everything generally, and there's a rhythm to how everything moves. Because I figured out after practicing this way, I was like, wow, it feels better to me to be bouncing around the head. So I'll have this base, and I'll be like, now let's see if we can push stuff. So I like long, lanky with like prominent cheekbones. So I'm gonna go less on the head part and go more on the jaw. So I'll spring this jaw down, but then I'm gonna protrude the brow ridge, bring it across, and then I can maybe push out this cheekbone a bit more. I was kind of getting into Jack Skellington-ish vibe, but we'll save it at one point. Cheekbone across. I also want the nose shape to be kind of high, maybe thin and high, like a thin bridge or something like that, where it's like this. I don't know. I can think about it like that, and then bring this down. This is the top of the nose, and here's the ball. So I want a bottom plane, and then if you have the nose, then you can do all the other parts kind of fit into place. But I've been playing around in my sketchbook because the mouth is actually, we have a tooth cylinder, so the mouth protrudes out like this. It's actually a sphere that's embedded. It's not flat up against. So I'm gonna have it. I want to emphasize this protruding. I think it'll be fun for that, and emphasize the sanctum of the nose here. I have no idea how it's gonna look overall. I think that's the other thing. This is me getting into the AI thing too, because people are like, oh, like I have all these great ideas and stuff. I'm an idea guy, I don't want to do the work. I'm an idea guy. That's what all the AI tech bros say, right? It's like, I don't want to spend time like grinding out the thing. But it's like, you think so? I thought I was an idea guy too. That's why I was like, oh, dude, I'm gonna be a director, so that way I can just hire everyone who can do the work, and then I just tell them what to do. I just tell them my idea, which sure can work, if your ideas, if you really are the idea guy. But I think most people who say that the idea guy are just unaware of the creative process, especially in the art space. Because a lot of the times when you're drawing the thing, you're like, I have a vague idea. I have an idea of kind of what it goes. But as you're cooking it up, you're like, oh, what happens if I do this? What'll happen if I do that? And you need to have some skill to back it up so that you can be testing out different things and seeing like what you can push and what you can do. So it's like, I know about this mouth cylinder and I know about the front and the top of the mouth and the bottom of the mouth here. So I'm like, ooh, what would happen if I just like extend this out and push it down here, like push it lower here so that it's such a big protruber and like it protrudes out very. And then I could just, what if I just erase his fucking chin and bring his chin all the way back here, and then I bring it in like this, and I have this kind of like a Phineas shape from Phineas and Ferb where it's super like
it kind of drops off to the neck.
Yeah, like you know, and people like this exist in real life too. I've done so many faces.
You just go outside.
Yeah, you go outside, you can see this. I don't know. And then I really liked when in my sketchbook when I was like sketching this out. I really liked the sad lids on him. I think I put that on Gloom too. So maybe it's just like my style of like if it's like an older guy, I just feel like sad lids. But maybe
That'd be a good band name. Sad Lids is kind of a cool band name.
Oh yeah, sad lids. And then you can put a little bit of this.
Yeah.
And then you can put eye bags down, like he's tired and dead. This was not what I had in my sketchbook, but you know, just like pushing and pulling and stuff like that, you get some variety, and then we can play around with it.
Yeah, that's a really interesting.
So this could be one, and then that's the thing. It's like boom. I don't know how long that took me, and then you just do another one.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And I like how you move the ear low too. That gives it a really different feel.
yeah.
And his ears are kind of like back on his head like that.
Yeah. And then for this one here, what if we do? I'll just do 2 variations for the night, and then we can decide. I still want to follow the what's it called? The long lankiness. So I'm still gonna stay within the realm of what's it called? Long head. Let me bring it back. I'm just gonna kill the forehead even more. Oh yeah, we didn't even put hair. Hold on. I forgot the hair part. Yeah, we want to put top hat and hair.
Yeah, I think him having kind of like.
Oh wait, I forgot. This is. Yes, go ahead. What was it? Because you might have a better idea.
Yeah, that kind of like hair kind of down over his face.
Over his face. Okay, this was the hair that I had in my sketchbook, but it wasn't with this face, so I didn't know how it would work. But I had one where it was like a side part like this, and like this. I was like,
sassy side part.
Yeah, I also want to do an idea, and I was thinking about I'm gonna do it with this one, or I can do it with this one too. But I was drawing out like a really nice blocky mustache on him, and then I was like, what if we push it and we go blocky mustache, but it like curls like this and just go into like a screw or something, where he styles it some kind of way. But that was before the butterfly motif. So now I kind of want to do, like for example, if we do like proboscis and then goatee, where it's like this,
yeah,
and then I do.
That's a classic ringleader mustache.
And then I do a ponytail. I don't know. This is just play.
Yeah, what if he's balding?
Do we have too many characters who are bald?
No, I
Celine...
actually love that. I love that silhouette right there that you did with the mustache and the.
And do you want the goatee or the one in the back?
Like right there. It's like that's such a. I don't know. If I saw that guy, I'd be like, I don't know.
All right, hold on. Let me see what I can cook with this one, and then, because I think I want to do a thing with the nose. Just like push it even more. Like bring it up.
Give him the biggest nose you can possibly give him without ruining it.
Yeah, because
give him big nostril.
So we have this. There we go. And take down here. Yeah, it's crazy because I think 2 years. I have it in my calendar like when I started taking drawing seriously, and that was 2 years ago, May 20th. So we just passed the 2-year mark, and I'm like 2 years ago I was like, man, I just want to be able to just draw and have fun and just like start like making up stuff or whatever. And I'm kind of able to do that now to a level that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm satisfied. And then just hearing you like giggle at the like laugh at the crazy ideas and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. It's getting there. Like I'm skill
Dude,
wise.
I think you are there. I think you're a lot further than you realize.
You can have them flare out more like that.
Yeah.
And then I can push the lip closer and then just like
It's kind of interesting to have like huge nose and like tiny lips.
tiny lip.
Like, what if you have tiny, tiny lips? Like,
I'm just gonna erase the top lip and kind of go like that then, where it's kind of like this is all bottom lip ish. Oh, wait, hold on. That's this might work. I don't know. I'm cooking.
I'm cooking a little bit.
This. How about the mustache go down, top lip like this,
Oh,
long
interesting.
chin going down here. Maybe we can do. I think if I do something like this, it's too cliche because I've seen that before. But then if I do, like, I don't know, dude, I still.
An arrow. It went down, it came out, and went back.
Wait, what do you mean by like?
Like if it was like,
Oh, okay.
sorry, I held that up crazy, like you can barely see it.
Yeah. And we can put.
Need to stretch out.
And then, what if I can just smooth out this part here and just have it be more like an upside down triangle shape? This whole like a Dorito vibe. I'm gonna go like this, and this will get sunken in. And this will be top part here. And also, like a lot of these lines here too. It's you'll be like, what the heck is this or what the heck is that? But a lot of it's like, if you understand. It sounds like I'm gatekeeping when I say that, so I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say like, once you learn more about it, you can go into. It's like these are like thinking lines for me, where I'm like, I know, I've drawn the 3D diagram and I've drawn like skulls so much. I've drawn like, I always do like a 100 skulls challenge every now and then, so I've drawn like thousands of skulls or whatever, and I understand like there's like the ridge here and whatever, and then so I'm putting that in so that way I can try to figure out what I'm trying to do there or what it's really like, so that way I can later just erase it and figure it out later or like do something else with it or something. But anyway, it's great teacher, art guy, Jeff Watts. He has the saying of you draw what you see, you learn what's actually there. Or I forgot what it was, but I was like, you draw what you see, you know what you know or something, but you draw what you wish you saw, because you study so that you know what's actually there, what exists there. So if it's like a human body, then you know like this, and you know the muscles. But then in real life, you won't always see that because everyone's different. But then if you know both, then you're able to draw what you see, and then you're able to include what you wish you saw. So then if, say you're drawing like a figure and there's a model posing in front of you and you're like, oh man, this, the arm looks a little bit weird. If you know what it is or what's actually there, then you can draw whatever, basically from imagination. I don't know. But I
You
think
want
in
to
this case,
accentuate the stuff that you see, like the opportunity to accentuate,
yeah. I don't know.
or like the way something makes you feel. You're like this, especially if you're like drawing a person that you know or like you've seen, like you, in order to make them come across in a drawing, you need to like change things a little bit in order to emphasize those things that can't be like communicated with just the drawing.
Yeah, because that's why, like, if you give, like, if you tell someone to just trace over a photograph, it doesn't always look that good because you don't know what to, accent or anything. That's why, aside from hyperrealism, even like photorealism, even just realistic drawings, that's also a style with it. It's just harder to tell because it's more realistic. But yeah, because everyone who's drawing, you're always trying to find a way to simplify and design. And even if it's realistic, like if I want to draw an actual realistic hand, I'm still designing the hand how it is. And especially And the more you get into it, like right now this is just line, but then if you get into like lighting and shadow and stuff like that, you're gonna start designing the way the shadow shape is, and how the lighting, like how it's like how everything looks aesthetically pleasing and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna give him like a bowl cut or something. What if I just do
Give that boy a bowl cut.
There's a witch. Have you played the? I don't know if you've noticed the NPC. There's a classic NPC hairstyle. That's like a full on bowl cut. That's like this.
Oh, in Witcher?
Yeah, in The Witcher, there's an NPC.
Yeah,
There's
I've
so
seen
many.
a couple of those.
There's so many NPCs with the bowl cut look. But I want to put like an actual haircut with the ringleader vibe. I don't really get hair that's going down like that because that seems emo. From like I get the vibe of like hair that goes up like this, hair that reaches back. Maybe it's like a high top fade or something like this part.
Yeah, it's a one all around fade up into the.
A one all around, and then fade up. I was kind of giving a little bit mad scientist, or Tony Stark or something.
He made it in a cave
With a box of scraps.
Maybe we should have Jeff Bridges be the guy. Maybe his face should just be Jeff Bridges. Howdy.
Dude, I loved the old Tony Stark suit ups where it's very mechanical and you can see all the pieces being moved, and it feels more thought out and cooler because the recent ones is all like the nanotech or whatever. And it's kind of cool at first, and it's like, okay, it makes sense in the story, advancement of technology or whatever. Like his suits are getting more cooler, but I don't know, just aesthetically and design, it just feels like cheap because it's just something growing on him rather than trying to figure out what the
Like how it's like.
yeah, how all the pieces move and whatever.
Yeah. And I love the first suit from the first Iron Man. The
box of
super,
scraps one.
Yeah, the scrap suit. Favorite Iron Man suit.
All right, which one are you kind of cooking on?
All right.
And then I gotta put hair on this guy, but we gotta. What if I do
I think I kind of like the first one. I think I kind of like that little mustache.
this one, the curly one?
It's like curly mustache because I think that evokes a little bit more of the kind of the theater ringleader character.
What if he has like the deepest sideburns? Wait, oh my, he looks like. You said you wanted like a mullet, like.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
And I was gonna have like a piece of hair stuck to his forehead. Maybe that doesn't fit. Cause I don't want to lose the butterfly off of his face. That was one thing. You gotta keep the form cooking. You gotta keep the design elements going so that it's readable. Ew. Anyway, yeah. You can fuck with this. It's like slicked back. He's like gelled it up tight against his forehead.
Yeah.
Just black hair, jet black hair, Floyd. Got your jet black.
Yeah. Dude, shout out to Floyd. If Floyd's watching the stream right now.
Floyd, just let you know. We think about you all the time.
Never forget the time when his mom showed up to our door at 7 a.m. and screamed at me for missing a couple cents on one of the checks. Shout out to
Shout out.
Delia.
You gave the full name, bro. You dropped the full first. And then drop her address.
That's not her name.
It's not her name.
I'm kidding. We'll cut it out.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, he kind of reminds me of Captain Hook a little bit.
Do you want something on his chin? Or nah? Or just bald chin? Or do you want to go? I keep coming back to the... I feel like it throws off the silhouette though. I think I need to follow... If I put something on his chin, it needs to follow the mustache. Curly. Okay, I'll fix this. Like that? He has all these little things coming out. Alright, let me just slap this guy's head on this body too. Let me just see how it all looks. And then I'll also share these pieces with you so that you can also share them on the social medias. Dude, the guy looks kind of
scary.
It looks kind of... I just need to fix the size of his head. He's kind of big. But, oh yeah, he needs the top hat. And then we're done with him. And then he can wrap it up. I don't know. I think the top hat needs to have some kind of design to it. I can't just slap on any random one. I need to think about it. I think... Big and poofy?
Big and sassy.
I'll put it on the other side. Oh, well, I'm gonna put it. There's not enough space. Actually, fuck it. I'm just gonna go here, here. Yeah, I like how we do like butterfly and just run with it, and then kind of keeps it tied together a bit with this so that it works. Yeah, because this also helps me with my design skills, because mainly I practice fundamental work rather than design, but this helps me exercise this. And we can go tattered with it. Feels like an Alice in Wonderland, which I suppose is what this character's, like, what the character himself wants, because he wants to entertain with his marionette. But then I think especially with these sharp elements here, and once we do cool lighting and composition and just like emphasize his scariness more, we'll just emphasize more of these sharp angles here and here, and that'll bring in the fear factor.
Or maybe he even like starts with like, since he's off for the night, like he has like a coat over or something, like a trench coat or something.
Hey, that whole cocoon vibe. Yeah, I remember. Now.
And when the show's gonna start, he like throws it off, and then it's all put together.
Like Mothman or something, where it's like...
Yeah, exactly. He has like a big trench coat on, and he's just like smoking a pipe, and we're like, oh my god.
Like a straight jacket or something.
He could even like have the top hat on, though.
This will be like the flipped version.
Yeah.
And these here could be like the full, like, bring in the folded wings. Like when the butterfly before it leaves the cocoon, its wings are folded into itself, and then when it leaves, it's all wet or something. Bring in that motif, and then really shape the silhouette in like that.
I love the idea that we came up with for it, like being a floating show.
Yeah, like the water show or something.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking like Venice canals, or the Las Vegas Caesar Hotel.
Yeah.
All right, so we have this. Let me export this one, and then I'll export a big ship version, and then wrap it. Honestly, let's wrap it stream-wise, but then you and I will do like a post-stream short thing while I export these. But anyway, that's all I have. Hope you enjoyed, and you'll see more of these clips and things like that popping up, hopefully. And I don't know, Sam, if you want to do maybe not like a hard weekly schedule, like an actual committedly weekly schedule, but something like that where we try to find a time every week or 2 weeks to just do something like this. It can keep motivations up and just eyes and presence. Like we'll have a bigger social media presence.
Yeah, and I think especially just like people being able to tune in and like actually see the people working on it is like more interesting, and like seeing what goes into it and being able to track the progress would be cool. And then we just have more content too, because we can do content. Because
episodes of Gloom actually come out is it actually, because it's like once every 2 months, I think is our thing.
Yeah.
But I think ideally we wanted like once. In the very beginning, before episode 0, we were like once a week. How does once a week sound?
Yeah, no way.
No fucking way.
But yeah, I think we could try for Wednesdays, and maybe if not every week, every other week, try to hop on and like, you know, work on it. But this was fun, and I hope that everyone who tuned in or whoever's watching now feels like it was worthwhile or is interesting to listen to while you're doing whatever you're doing. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. You can read in the description of this video, it has all of the links and everything to the comic. There's 4 in total, and you can go in there and read it and check it out, and then check out Hikaiko's channel and his Instagram, where he has all his other drawings. He does a lot of stuff outside of Gloom as well, and he does his own streams. That if people like these like drawing streams, they should check out your other streams.
Thank you for the promotion.
Yeah, man.
I think final send off, and this is what the VTubers do on their collabs. Sam, any interesting things coming up on your end? If there's something that's recent, something that they should be looking out for.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time, but it's almost going to be 1 year since we shot Metal this weekend.
Oh, wow. And it hasn't...
Yeah.
How's it... Is there a release soon? Or what is it?
It's almost done. It's getting close. We're almost going to picture the bucket. I'm meeting with the producer to like go over some notes and talk about it, but it's in a really good place. It's just taken a long time because it's like the hardest thing I've ever edited. It's just really intricate and has a lot going on, but it's almost there. It's almost ready for like color and just score, and then hopefully we're able to do like a screening like kind of like a private screening where we can show it to people before we really start like the festival circuit. But even then, it'll be a little while before we can show it because a lot of the festivals require it to not be released anywhere. So,
And if they want to keep track of this, where do they follow you?
you can just follow the Void page, Void_prod, and that's the Void Productions page, which will have some other stuff coming out of there too, like shorts that we're distributing, or like the Gloom stuff, the comic stuff. And my Instagram too is just McIntosh Films, and then I'll be posting whatever I'm up to over there. But yeah.
Nice. And then on my end, every weekend I'll have a stream, so you'll post it. I'll probably upload the schedule, like the waiting room, soon. So if you ever want to tune into anatomy study, I'm gonna go through the entire human body before I start doing different stuff. But tune into that if you're interested. But with that, there's nothing else. I'm pretty satisfied. We're good.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. See y'all's whenever's.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night. Okay, we're on the thanks for watching, and I muted everything. We're live.